Now we're back at it again with another piece of HWH, and for this piece of Season 9, we're going to be doing what's obvious, continuing Phase 3 of this Elemental Stuntbox Super Competition. A bunch of winners, as well as a bunch of losers, have basically been put together so far from the first round, and we're going to start off with a second round. As I've said, it was a pretty long episode last time, so we're going to narrow the amount of cars down to 30. So by the end of this video, you'll have seen 17 good cars, basically, with another 53 that aren't so fortunate, but some were actually able to do pretty well here. I mean, just look at a lot of these models. I don't recall the Subaru STI, Mini Truck, or even Tune Up doing too well, and Pagani Huayra surprisingly does really well here. But let's see how this batch goes up on this layout. So, just as we've seen before then, bring up the first car, which in this case is Surf's Up, but without the figurine on top. Well, that's pretty much just one fail. Let's see if we can get any better. 2 fails? How about backwards? Yeah, close, but not close enough to be considered a victory. So, it's out. Time for Land Crusher. Oh, that was pretty close, but let's try again. Alright, made it to the gate. That's a win right there. This car I know is going to do well. Bulletproof is hardly ever a fail. How could it? There you go. That's just what I expected. Time for Spinebuster again. Unlike the last time we've seen him, let's hope he does better. Oh. Slowed down quite a bit for even hitting that curve. Okay. Let's see if one last try should be enough to help. Bounces off right off that one flipper right there. So now, time for the Mitsubishi Evo, and that's a win, which is pretty nice. See You Later comes back for more. Now we have Firestorm. Chrysler 300C Hemi. Just slices right through the flippers. Dodge Rampage. Yeah, that's basically 2 fails in a row. Ouch. Mad Splash. Okay. Touches it, but that's good enough for a win. Hammerhead. Blitzes right through the whole thing and pretty much goes all the way through the track, which is really good. Time for another shot of the Lincoln Continental. The curve's angulation is pretty sharp, so because how long and square the body is, of course he's going to get stuck or possibly slow down too much. Alright. Let's go for a third and final time. That's pretty much that. So, Carbonic now has another shot. Cosmic coupe, or maybe this one's actually the warp speeder. Yeah, this one's warp speeder. And makes it. Time for the Ford GT90. Skull Crusher. Wow. We're certainly seeing a nice turnaround of events here. 5 Alarm. Well, not so sure about this. Oof. And that's 2 fails. Ouch. That's not going to feel too well later on. Great Gatspeed. There we go. Geronimo. Growler. And barely makes it. And didn't quite make it that far compared to the last time we went on the track. Now let's try for a third chance. And that's pretty much that. So I have to say goodbye to you for now until another time that we use it again in HWH. Screamliner, I know, is not going to do well. Oh! Well, made it a lot further than I anticipated. Well, that 180 is just causing some issues here. That's basically just that. So, time to move on to the Baja Shaker, which is pretty high profile. Like 5 Alarm, I anticipate it's not going to do well. Oh! Looks like we're on the verge of a win here if it actually makes it all the way through. Let's go for a little more power. Oof, that's a little too much, so let's try to apply a little less power. Oh, okay. Well, it's kind of a surprise, but this surprise only lasted for so long. And there you go. That's a good win for the Nissan, well, Z Proto, pretty much. Aston Martin Valhalla comes up next. Ugh. Winds up upside down, so how could that be? Oof. That's definitely what you call a victory, but can't be too sure about that. Night Shifter is up next. I don't know why some are not starting off too well, but okay. One last shot should probably seal the deal. Yep, as I suspected all along. Time for the 41 Willies. And, well, one last shot. That's just that. So, time for another shot of the jackhammer. Huh. Okay. That's good enough as well. Linster Prototype. That's one try. And there you go. Second one is pretty good. Flight 03. And yeah, time for one last shot. Okay, that's that. Now, here we go. Mercedes 500E is the last member of the group. Awesome. And so, that's basically that. We got lots of winners here. And while the losers group has added up as well, thankfully it's not as much here. And I also got a feeling that maybe 30 could be the default from here on out in terms of how many are included in each part. So for the next 2 parts in this whole competition, I hope to see you guys join in for the rest of the time.